Hi Audacious Kids, I hope you're enjoying the Friendship Factory where we're looking at all different ways that we can be awesome friends the way God designed us. Now one thing we're looking at today is I want us to think about awesome friends are fun. Like ha ha, belly laugh, fun to be around, fun. And I want us, Audacious Kids, to be fun friends that people want to be around and want to spend time with because we bring the fun. Now, you may find yourself in a tricky situation, and fun is so helpful. Like, there was this one time my friend Scott and I, we went on a super long road trip to a theme park. Best theme park in America. It was brilliant. And so we had to drive for 4 hours to get to the theme park. But we set off early in the morning and we went all the way and we had such a good time at the theme park. And we met Scott's family there because his mum was there with his sisters and some other friends. It was awesome. We had a good day. And then when it came to home time and the rest of the family wanted to go, Scott and I were like, we are going to stay later and we want to go into the Nerf gun zone. And so we went in there and we had loads of fun. Shooting each other, having a laugh, having such a good time, and we stayed 2 hours later than everyone else. It was awesome. Until it came time for us to drive home, and we realized that Scott's car keys were in his mum's bag, and she'd taken them all the way home. We're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? The car is stuck here in the car park and we can't get home. So it was a bit of a disaster. We had to phone someone up, one of our friends who lived nearby, borrow their car, and then drive all the way home to pick up the keys. And when we got there, it was like midnight. It was pitch black and everybody had gone to sleep. So we had to sneak into the house and get the car keys and then drive all the way back to the theme park car park to pick up our car and then drive all the way back again. And we didn't get back until lunchtime the next day. Now, for anywhere else, that would be a boring, horrible disaster of a situation. But me and my friend Scott, we decided we were gonna have fun. We played the music super loud, we sung our songs forever, we had loads of treats and food to eat, and we had such a good time. It was a disaster of a situation, but the fun friends that we could be for each other made it a memory that has lasted forever. And I want us Audacious Kids to be fun friends like that too. Now in the Bible, there's a guy called Paul who had one of his friends called Silas, and they were fun for each other. Even when things got a bit of a disaster, they encouraged each other and had fun together and praised God no matter what. And I want you to watch this story right now.
Slapstick Theater. Paul and Silas. This is Paul.
Oh, hey!
Who told people about Jesus in lots of different places. One day, Paul was walking with his friend Silas.
Hey, yo!
They were being followed by a girl who was controlled by an evil spirit. Her owners used her to make money. After days and days of this happening, Paul got so annoyed that he turned around and told the evil spirit to leave her. So the girl was freed.
Woohoo!
But her owners got mad at Paul and Silas because they wouldn't make any money off of her anymore. And they had them thrown in jail. The jailer locked them up.
Oh, man!
Around midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing to God, and the other prisoners were listening. Suddenly, there was an earthquake, and the chains of all the prisoners fell off.
Oh, what just happened?
But Paul and Silas didn't leave, even though they could have. Several people decided to follow Jesus that night, including the jailer and his whole family. And the next morning, they were released from jail, and the city officials even apologized to them.
Sorry about that.
Paul and Silas encouraged the Christians in the town, and they continued on their mission to tell people about Jesus.
See ya!
Wow, what a story. Imagine if they weren't fun friends and they didn't help each other like Paul and Silas did. They could have been stuck in prison and they could have started blaming each other. Oh, Paul, why did you do that? Why did you have to say that? Now we're in a mess. Oh, Silas, your toes stink. And they could have just argued and pointed, but they decided, you know what? Even in this tricky situation, we're going to look on the bright side and we're going to encourage each other and we're going to have fun. So they started singing songs. They started praising God, and it was like boom, chicka boom, boom, and rattling their chains to the music. And they decided no matter what we're in, what situation we're in, we're going to look on the positive, encourage each other, and be fun to be around. And what do you know? A miracle happened. God turned up and they got set free, and everyone found out about the goodness of God, which is amazing. And that's our challenge. The Bible says in Hebrews that we should not stop doing good. And this is our challenge no matter what comes our way, whether we find ourselves stuck in a tricky situation. Audacious Kids, we want to be friends that are fun to be around, that don't always look at the negative, don't always start thinking about how bad things are or whose fault it is or pointing the finger or moaning and whinging, but we want to be fun to be with and fun to spend time with. And when we do that, people will want to spend time with us as well. And so, Audacious Kids, that's our challenge today. Be fun and be a great friend.